G'day, welcome back to the vlog. So I'm on the Manly Fast Ferry, the slow ferry. It was like that double-ender thing that I pointed out in the vlog the other day. They're being phased out. In fact, one actually sunk just off Circular Quay here on the weekend. It was 99 years old. Poor old thing. So they're all kind of being replaced by these sort of modern, more, I call them jet cats. They're big sort of catamaran type of things, you know. Anyway, so this is the view behind me. It's a lovely view, and stay tuned as I take you on a journey across the harbour. In fact, that's just one of the ferries. This is the ferry that I'm on now, but I thought I'd show you that as we leave Circular Quay. It's a little bit cooler than it was yesterday. I did the ferry crossing yesterday as well, in a slightly different ferry. See that one on the right over there? It was one of those ferries. But it certainly is a wonderful way to see the harbour and the city. Yeah, one of these little ferries I caught yesterday. And you see that about where my finger's pointing, that blue tower just over there? That's the Crown Tower, New Crown Tower at Barangaroo. Crown Hotel and Residences. I recently read that a 2-bedroom apartment up there recently sold $10 million. You think London's expensive? Shit. 10 million. Bloody hell. Anyway, that's the overseas passenger terminal just there where all the cruise ships come up, and I had lunch just at the bottom of there. Just beyond that is the Rocks area, which is the oldest part of Sydney. It's where all the I was going to say convicts, but convicts were housed elsewhere. All the sort of, the settlers, I guess, you know? Settled around the Rocks area. And there's a beloved coat hanger. Whoa, speeding up now. Of course, the Opera House, it's shut at the moment. It's being all renovated inside. The concert hall and the opera theatre is all being renovated for the celebration of the 50th anniversary next year. Excuse the wind, it is getting a bit blowy out here. Now we're speeding up. Woohoo! So just off to the right here is the naval base. It's been taught of moving from the naval base to other parts of Sydney because the real estate here is quite big, but it's still a naval base. It's a lovely view of the city. That over there is Mrs. Macquarie's chair, just over there, and the Royal Botanic Gardens. Well worth a visit if you're visiting Sydney. It's beautiful this time of year. And just to the left here, this is Fort Denison. It was built around 1840 and was one of the first penal colonies in Sydney. It was decommissioned in 1930 after the Great War. It was actually used. So the little turret over there actually houses guns in it, so it was actually used during the Great War. But it's now all been decommissioned and is now just a tourist attraction. Yes, built by my ancestors. Yeah, this is all waterside property. You expect to pay millions and millions of dollars for property along the waterfront. Very expensive. Ah, that's better. It's a lot of gale out there. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, but you know, there's nothing worse than a bloody wind noise on recordings, isn't there? You know. For me, enjoy the water. It's just magical. It really is, Sydney Harbour. So we're travelling about a distance of about 7 nautical miles to Manly. Bumpy. Not as bumpy as my flight coming over from London to Singapore though. Yeah, the flight coming over from London to Singapore was bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, it's just awful. 13 hours. Turbulence all the way, I got no sleep. It's another glorious day in Sydney. And there's the city skyline in the distance. So you need your sea legs on this boat. Oh, going back in here now. Oh, here we go, bounce. Oh. Yeah, I still can't get over that sinking feeling you get. Like turbulence, you know, turbulence on the water. But you know, there's not much of a swell today. Maybe half a metre. This is the bumpiest part of the ride. This is they call it the heads, the North Head and South Head. So out there is Pacific Ocean, or I can't remember, Tasman Sea I think they call it, but yeah, Pacific Ocean more or less, the open sea. feeling. Oh my god, and the roll. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. I have been on a. They used to have ferries called a hydrofoil. They used to have like two thick sort of planes, sort of fins at the front of the boat. And I remember coming along on the hydrofoil one year, or one day. It was there was a storm. Oh, and it rolled and rolled, and I sat right down in the sort of the bow of the boat, and I got to see seawater. It went underwater. It was so scary. I'd never do it again. I was like green by the end of it, you know. But yeah, it's all gone now. But yeah, it can get pretty rough, you know. Anyway. So we're almost at Manly. So I keep forgetting to put, you would wear masks everywhere in New South Wales. They're like really strict over here. And you gotta like check in every time you get on or get off somewhere, check into a venue, you gotta check out of a venue and wear masks everywhere. So yeah. I mean, people are getting a bit sick of it like we are in England, you know. It's sort of like, but Omicron over here is spreading like wildfire. Oh yeah, speaking of wildfire, it's bushfire season again. Oh god, it happens every other year. I don't know what people, you know, like, seriously, you live on the other side of the world, you only see what the media tells you, but it's, you know, I've lived through so many bushfires, you know. I mean, they're terrible, don't get me wrong, but they're kind of part of the Australian climate, you know. A lot of plants in Australia actually need fire to regenerate, you know. Anyway, that's enough on that topic. So I'll just let you enjoy the last few moments as we pull into Manly. So there you have, folks, there's the Manly Ferry, or in this case the fast ferry. And we're just pulling into Manly Wharf now. Pretty cool, huh? Well, it's actually not cool, it's bloody boiling hot. Yeah, so just leave you that image now of Manly Cove. hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I always enjoy the Manly Ferry. It's just a lovely way to get to the CBD. But I'm heading up to Motorvale now, which is sort of a suburb between Manly and Palm Beach, but that's where my dad lives. So I'm up to see my dad today. So I'll catch you all later.